Hey everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another episode of our live reaction playthrough for Dawntrail. So, for the recap from last time, we found out more about the regulators and a little bit more about their technology. We know that they are called Electro, and we have these regulators which are stuck to everybody's heads. So it has two functions here. Basically what happens is that it stores souls from people who have died previously. So you use them when you die, either like in an accident or violence or something like that. And yeah, it's not pleasant because it does give you extra lives. So people here don't need to worry about dying so often, but I find the whole thing very disturbing because it doesn't explain clearly what happens to those souls, like the souls of the original people. Like, what happens to them? Do they just die and they're just poof, they're wiped out from existence, so they're never going to be reborn again? Are they just trapped inside the system somewhere so they can't return to the ethereal sea? I mean, we really don't understand what happens to those souls. Apparently, their memory is being stored somewhere else, kind of like a backup system. So it's like you have your memory as a whole bunch of pictures, and if something happens to your phone, it's all that data is saved inside the cloud so that you can go back into the system later and retrieve them all. I'm not sure if it's the exact same thing though with souls. I still find it kind of confusing. I find the whole thing kind of disturbing, to be honest, but we did find out more about the regulators, how they worked. We joined forces with this organization called Oblivion. Apparently they had an original goal. We don't know what the original goal was, but right now it's to take down Zerosia. So Willamette comes forth and she makes the suggestion that we just have to wait for him to make the first move because he's not a patient guy, basically. Like he's going to be patient for as long as possible. When he gets bored though, like he's not going to hesitate to wipe out all of Tuliolo. So the plan right now is that let's go ahead, explore more about this realm, learn more about its technology, and when Zerosia gets so bored that he comes out of his, comes out of the high tower and tries to wage war again, that's when we're going to attack him. So we're getting ready to head straight off into Solution 9. Oh, and we did see a quick scene between Zerosia and Sphene, Queen Sphene, and yeah, it definitely does not look like the two of them are like on the same page. It doesn't look like they're allies at this point. It's really more like she has no choice but to listen to him because he is so powerful. But, I mean, who knows how long that's going to last. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. Here we go. So we're still inside their headquarters, but apparently their main headquarters is inside the tower itself. So we're going to be heading straight there. Okay, and Solution 9. Willamette is eager to head to Everkeep. Right, Kakiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Alright, so this is going to be our first look into the city, and I just had to check. So we haven't unlocked anything here yet. And we still have the mysterious 6th zone, which I'm still going to say is going to be the Golden City. Okay. So we're just going to teleport straight there. I could walk, but I'm so excited I can't take it. And it's raining. Hopefully it won't be raining inside the city. Am I going the right way, or is it this way? Oh, I didn't even see those things. Everything here is dark. Like, how are you supposed to make out machinery here? I'm hoping maybe the cutscene will kind of counteract that. Okay. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then we're screwed. Then you may have a swarm of Zeroja's minions to deal with. Oh, great! There's going to be some fun. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? No, I don't think she will. I mean, I still don't trust her. But she probably feels like she might be able to use us and maybe to get rid of Zeroja. So she's not going to betray us if she can help it. Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Kitty, behave. Credentials verified. Welcome guests of Queen Sphene. Okay, so that's one good thing. What are you doing back there? He's got a new toy. What a relief, she said. There you have it. Seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. I got him like this little cat-shaped burrito toy for him, and he just loves it. This is definitely nothing that they've ever seen before. Wow.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9.
Wow. So there's 12 levels?
Home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
This is nuts. Oh boy. I have no idea how this is going to... This is going to change a lot of things in the future, isn't it?
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Oh, you can say that again.
Being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
Man, it's huge!
I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeroja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Look at this place. How can I not be excited to explore?
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny.
I mean, what else can they do? It's not like they can keep track of us in this entire big city.
I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine, provided you act like you belong.
Wonder why we can't go there.
Alright then.
We'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Sure, that's your only
Try
reason.
not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Oh, come on, we already stand out like sore thumbs.
For to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I mean, isn't this like technically like Cryo's homeland or something? Because she did come from beyond the barrier.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her.
Yeah, that's true. He listens to us more than anyone
We do
else.
a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Elnishpir, why didn't you mention this sooner?
I wonder how long he was waiting to drop that on her.
You want to explore together?
Of course.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just
Come
so
on.
different from home is all.
Wuklama, if you're scared, just say it. This is us you're talking to. She just doesn't want to be left alone. Why is it always us? I mean, she can go with Cryo, can't she? Okay, wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7 altogether. Towers inside of a tower. I see it, but I can't believe it. Why not? For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Well, this area is not that big, so I don't think we need to worry too much about getting lost. So, first things first, the Ethernet shards. This is going to make getting around a lot easier. This is very different, and it looks like aetherite crystal mixed with electro. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I wonder why there's like 3 of them so close together. So this is like the main aetherite shard. I mean, there is no way that this isn't going to have a huge impact on Terrao and like the rest of the world with this kind of advanced technology. It's huge. Like, are those like skyscrapers? Like each one like a separate apartment or something? I mean, if I had to guess, then this place is really big. And this is just one level. There's like 12 of them all together. Ugh, crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Okay, so judging from what I saw on the map, it looks like maybe this is more for shopping districts, or so at least close to it.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Oh, she's back. Where did you come from?
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Okay.
Oh, a request, you say?
That's always dangerous.
Yes, an important one.
Okay, well, I'm not making any promises until you talk to me about it. She says she has a request and then she turns and walks away. Typical royalty, huh?
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
Interesting thought.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible.
I mean, he for one does not seem like the guy who
murdered
would.
our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one.
That's putting it mildly.
Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fighting with her. Kind of stuck in at this point.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy.
I mean, I want to believe
So,
that she's a
if you have
good
a moment,
person, but...
Would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
She's so
By all
nice.
means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour. I promise.
She seems so nice, but I just can't trust her. Oh. I mean, if she was just a bit more open with us, maybe, but I just don't know. The Queen's Tour. Okay, so she's gonna take us around Solution 9, so that's good. Let's begin then, shall we? Must say, I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near lanoids, what you call etherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. They really are beautiful here. Now then, seeing as it is right here, I shall show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please follow me. Oh my god, can we actually get mounts like a car and those motorcycles in the background? Oh, this complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Oh boy, so there's gonna be some good rewards here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. The arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing! How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. I mean, people were flying outside. I don't think that's a problem. Do you see that glowing pattern over yonder? That is an automatic conveyor. Oh, like teleporters. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us some walking. Are they also made from that strange metal? What's it? Yeah, I want to know more about electrobe. Yes, the conveyors are powered by electrobe. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. So it's an ore, so does that mean they were able to just dig it up? By edging arcade circuits upon it, electrobe can be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. Oh, that would be useful, wouldn't it? And I can still see the cars in the background, so a conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Can you make a drink cold if you convert it to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. We get vending machines! What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. Oh, that's kind of creepy. It's almost scary what you can do with electrobe. If such wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Uh-oh. What's with that look? Suspicious. This shop over here, what does it sell? Come on, we were just getting to something that seemed kind of interesting. Yes, let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. Why are you looking at us like that? It's like she knows something special about us. Like, oh no, don't tell me she's like our shard. Like our part of whatever reflection that she came from. Wouldn't surprise me, but still. I find that... I'm really hoping not. First things first, I want to take a look around. Okay, so we have a summoning bell right here. I just had to see how it would work. I was kind of expecting Fair Ul or something to show up here because it's so different. Okay, so let's connect to here. Wow. There's still so much here. I don't even know where to begin. Oh. Okay, so we have a mount, and... oh my god, it's a chipmunk! I'm guessing these are from, like, the special world fates from around here, in this expansion. Oh my god, so... I don't know what to think! Oh, where do I start? Where do I start? I don't know. Art Wheeler deal. Oh my god! So we can get a mount for 7 million. Wow. I'll put a hold on that, but I'm guessing it's either like that car or the motorcycle. Oh, I don't know. Oh my god, it's her. It's Rowena's. Like, her counterpart from whatever shard this is from. Okay, Splendor Vendor. We can't take anything else here. What's all this? The shop sells food. Those are items on the counter. Well, duh, I can kind of guess that, but... that's food? I can't imagine what they taste like. Yeah, they all kind of look like iPhones from here. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends! How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Oh, okay, so we're doing one of these then. Select an item that interests you. Well, I don't know. They're all kind of suspicious. Liquid-filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon pattern bag, black and yellow tin. Let's just go with this one. Seems the safest. Yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. This is a blend of 9 varieties of vegetable. It'll help your efforts to slim down. Wow, I could use one of those. I mean, I don't think we really need one. I mean, Claire looks fantastic. Fashion models swear by it, and youths can't get enough of the stuff either. Oh, so we can choose. So I want to look at them all. This here is cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing they produce in the outskirts, but it's a sight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and it's delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown at the plant on the 4th level. That seems kind of suspicious to me. Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs packed into a single foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folk prefer this to take in multiple meals. Yeah, this food doesn't sound very appetizing. Ah, the revitalizing tonic. I take it you're thirsty. The flavor is a sublime blend of sweet and salty and stays fresh for over 10 years thanks to the special container. Okay, slab of pink hexagons. The synthetic fruit pellets. They're our best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. I'll never try the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. Oh my god, the joke about the grapes. I mean, it seemed the safest. And I have a feeling that might be a while before we actually get, you know, time to rest and actually eat. While they're all very tempting, I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we've had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. Come on, we're not on display here! It's a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture, Claire. Let's dig in. Alright, here I go. Following Wooglamet's lead, you sample your selection. Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before! It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like runic, and the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day! Ah, don't mind them, they're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you? Well, I don't know. I can't say. I mean, yeah, I'd rather not offend anyone. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me. This does take me back. Though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliolo first arrived, we endeavored to learn about one another and embraced our differences. All right, what about you, Sphene? Aren't you having something to eat too? Appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now. Thank you. All right, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Has no one ever asked you? Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believed, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. It's not that hard of a question. Is it such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you didn't need to laugh about it. Whoa! Who was that? It was a little Mamuja, wasn't it? My favorite food. That is a question I may never be able to answer. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next, I was thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in parts, so I can tend to personal matters. It's a visitation, to be precise, and I believe it will be educational for you as well. Would the two of you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you have seen enough here, and we'll make our way. I'm good to go, but kind of really want to go ahead and get more aetherite crystals. But I'm sure we'll get around to that soon. Ready? Then let's head to the residential sector. As we walk, I would be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we come upon. Okay, so they're accompanying us now. Namachi trusts you without question. How nice it would be to have such a friend. That meat was so good. I have to get everyone at home to try it. I mean, where am I supposed to go? I can't be the only one who wants the car. Really, I cannot be. Okay, so... I'm more curious about that little Mamuja. As far as I know, we don't have any Mamuja around here. This is Mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks to enjoy while you relax. I see. In Tuliolo, there's a similar establishment called 7.0 Dawntrail. That's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's the Huni, who resemble some Tanawanata, the tall and graceful Edites, and the diminutive and ephemeral Malala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colors. Thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. Ah, that's nice. If they serve tacos here, it'd be perfect. Tacos? A traditional Turali dish and one of my favorite foods. You must try it one day. Yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we restore peace to Tuliolo. Right, let's continue on. She just gets more and more suspicious. I so badly want to trust her. I really, really do. Because she seems so nice and sweet. But, you know, those are the most dangerous ones. I mean, look at Tataru. She's more scary than any primal I've ever faced. And she's small, cute, and pink. Like... nothing that would tell you that she's dangerous. Okay, so we got 3 down. 5 to go. Okay. And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They have to be, for just about all Alexandrians have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building on the left here at Residential Radius 9-14. Residential Radius? That's right. Come, the door opens automatically. Okay. Oh, that does sound nice. Just sitting back, enjoying a cup of coffee. I mean, I don't drink coffee myself, but hey, maybe like a nice soda or something. Hey, Sphene, can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of your countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origin or race, occupation, or regulator usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you met who work in the outskirts. You've taken care of everyone for 30 years. I'm truly grateful. Say anything different? This is the lobby, a common area for residents. I see. And what does that machine there do? Ah, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they would be great to ask. Is that so? I've no shortage of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. By all means, you may consider me your personal concierge. This is the place. A mother and son live here. Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today, is that all right? Of course, friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please make yourselves at home. How has Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sphene visits often, does she? She does. Milos simply adores her. He sometimes even manages a smile when she's not here. When she's here, sorry. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? There's nothing you can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls, or why are you looking to that? Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though, the excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. I mean, we have a cure, right, with porxies. I mean, they were originally used for, like, tempering, but it's all my fault. What was that? I mean, we can probably offer them some porxies that should be able to, you know, fix the balance. I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time, with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here. Thank you, Queen Sphene. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy for your mother and for me. I mean, come on, we can help there. Wait, why don't we just tell her about the porxies? My thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought that you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like Milos smile again. Her people, her family. She's ready to continue the tour. Now let's continue the tour, shall we? Look, you obviously have duties to attend to, citizens to look after. We can stop here if you like. No, I did this because I want to, so please do not worry. Next, I'll show you one of the district's most vital facilities, a place called Resolution. To reach it, we'll need to go by way of Lade Node 9, where the Aetheryte is situated. So let's go ahead and take everything straight back to the main Aetheryte. Again, I think we might be able to help with a cure. Like, I'm surprised that we haven't mentioned that to her, because we can give them like a bunch of porxies and, you know, try to come up with some kind of, I don't know, like a peace agreement or something. Like, I don't know. The conveyor ahead will transport you to the government sector, where Resolution is located. The markings on the conveyor indicate its directions, and there is a pair just like it on the other side. Is it safe? Extremely. There's no need to be afraid. Who said I was afraid? Come on, Claire. Oh! Cool! It's like we became particles or something! That's awesome! Alright, so... Resolution. This is what this place is about. It's huge! Oh, everything here is so big! Nothing to it, eh? Child's amusement ride. And here we are, Resolution, the operational heart of Solution 9. From Resolution, we oversee the running of the district and provide essential services to citizens, such as welfare support and job introductions. It's quicker to show than tell, so let's proceed inside.
Strange contraptions everywhere you look. What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits. Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians, and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing.
Yet you were all for using it a second ago, if it meant helping that kid.
Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
You don't have to keep... You must have said that like 3 times in this last episode. Okay. Yeah, I want to learn. I do want to learn about your history and lore.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while. In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it's said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed and livestock starved. But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation: electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing.
That's cool.
Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity.
I see where this is going.
Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking Electrope from others.
Of course.
Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge.
So was this like what caused the second calamity?
As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblom committed its stores of Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction. They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
Man, this sounds more and more like what could have happened to the 12th shard, so maybe these were just the survivors.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
But if Electrope was so scarce, I mean, look at this place. It's completely covered in it. Yeah, I mean, it does sound a lot. I don't know. Like, it could be that this is just the surviving fraction of maybe the 12th shard before it was engulfed and, reabsorbed.
You know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime. But to continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin. Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
Yeah, but what happens to those souls?
That's quite a tale.
What's with those two?
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any! Please, you must do something!
So you live with the impending threat of death, just like everyone else. Deal with it, buddy.
Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true! I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight!
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name!
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man. Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course. Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna drop dead
apologize for
tomorrow,
my
are
rudeness.
you?
Good day to you.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we?
I mean, that was pretty impressive. I'll give her that.
Right. I believe we visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Yeah, because there's no new souls to be reborn.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
I'm all for that.
No.
Okay, she seemed kind of angry there.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
Okay, what is it? Oh.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import.
Sure. Sure.
Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well.
Yeah, Claire's
For
not
now,
happy.
Our priority is Aralja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiolal.
I'd like that very much. It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path. Forgive me, Vau Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
Okay. Something bad is about to happen here. Like, she's probably going to do something like betray us at some point very soon. I don't like this. It's just driving me nuts. Why? What was Sphene wanting to tell us, I wonder? Well, I can wait for another time. We've been exploring for a while now and should probably go to Kakiwa's meeting point. That'll be back the way we came, I think. Just when I think that we're getting close to some answers. But you know what? It was nice to hear all about their past here. Though I have to wonder, like, if Electrobe was so scarce, how did they get their hands on so much of it now? Like, is it because the whole world blew up and this was all that was left, and so they got the entire world's supply all stocked away here? If so, that's pretty dark, man. That's pretty cold. But yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that birth rates have gone down. Because that's what's supposed to happen. A soul dies, they go to the ethereal sea, and in time they're reborn. If those souls are being used up, then there aren't going to be any rebirths. So, yeah, right? Sphene genuinely cares for her people. I can respect her for that. And thanks to her tour, I've come to better understand the lives of Alexandrians. Okay, we get it. You don't have to keep reminding us. They don't feel so strange and distant anymore. Okay, so next one is Scales of Blue. But I think we'll go ahead and call it there for the time being. Oh, man. Okay. How do I feel about all of this? With Sphene. She seems nice. She seems genuine, but there is something about her that cannot be trusted. And I don't know it's because, like, you know, she's being watched at all times and she can't risk telling us what's going on, but she is definitely keeping secrets here. I mean, she was able to open up and tell us more about Alexandrian's past, which I love the fact that they included Lindbergh in that. But because in Final Fantasy IX, like the original one, Alexandria and Lindbergh were kind of rivals. Like, were kind of like, I don't think they were, I can't remember if they were at war at one point, but they were definitely like very competitive with each other. And like, that's just a nice, sweet little, you know, reference put in there. But yeah, so all of this is sounding more and more like this was part of the 12th shard. So the 12th shard was what was absorbed into the source during the second Umbral Calamity, and that was the Calamity of Lightning. And that's what it sounds like to me. And I just don't know, like maybe like a part of that world, like Alexandria itself was somehow, you know, cut off like from the rest of the world while it was being absorbed. And maybe it was just like this great big bubble in the vastness of space that was being protected by the barrier until it was suddenly dropped here. I mean, that might make sense, but again, the timing does not add up because this happened thousands of years ago in the source. Like, I would say anywhere between, what was it, like 8 to 10,000 years ago. And according to Sphene, that, you know, the lightning didn't start happening until about 1,000 years ago. And again, yeah, sure, there's still that time difference thing between worlds, but even that doesn't line up properly because how does one turn like 10,000 years into just 1,000 years and then go from like 30 years to like just a few days? And I don't know, like I don't understand how that works. Because at first I would have been all for, yeah, it's the 12th shard. These are just the survivors from that shard that was like reabsorbed. Okay, and so we have to bring them here permanently because there's nowhere else for them to go. Okay, but now it's all like, yeah, they just came here from strictly another shard that's just on the verge of, you know, falling to like lightning aspected ether. I mean, the Asians kind of ran out of elements, so they just might be trying to re-trigger like another calamity of lightning. I don't know. Or at least they did. I don't know how many of them are actually left, if any of them at this point. There are a few of them that were left unaccounted for, I'll say that, so we might not have seen the last of them. If nothing else, we might have to just clean up their mess. But yeah, so we did get a good look around Solution 9. We're going to be heading off to meet with Kakiwa. We did see that little Mamuja, so I'm curious about that. And I have an idea of who he might be, because like I joked before that I'm really hoping that Zeroja doesn't have any kids, but you know, it's been 30 years. You never know whether or not it's his kid or not, like who can say. But yeah, so I think that's it for now, and while I do love the lore, and I love that we're getting some questions answered, there is still so much that we don't know, and it's slowly driving me crazy. But thanks for watching, I hope you all enjoy it, and be talking to you soon. See ya!